Peace and prosperity, beauties. It's your girl Tay. Now this is going to be kind of different from what y'all used to seeing me do because I really don't really show me making my products, and a lot of people don't even know I have a product line. I have a hair and skincare line. Today I'm going to be making my black soap shampoo as well as my shea butter. Okay, so first I'm just adding in my liquid black soap. And no, I'm not going to give you guys the companies I use or the ingredients I use because this is homemade and these are my personal recipes. So I'm just shaking up my stuff right now so I can get all the soap from the bottom. And put it into my jar. I use this jar because I don't have, the fancy thing that, the fancy dispenser. This is the dispenser I use because it's easy for me to fill up my jars. And this is one of my oils that I use. And I do incorporate these oils because black soap will dry your hair and skin out because it cleanses that much. So I do put in these 3 oils so that your hair stays moisturized and your skin while washing your hair, just in case you're washing your hair in the shower and the soap is running down your body, it doesn't dry your body out or your hair. And these oils that I'm putting in have so many good healing properties in them. And this that I'm putting in last, this is actually a natural preservative. So even if it get water in it, it won't mold because all my products are natural. I do use a natural preservative so that we don't mold nothing. All our stuff is good to go. And it is good to last. All of my products last up to between 12 and 24 months. Yep, and this is just me trying to get the last of this preservative out of this bottle before I break out the other bottle. Okay, so we putting in the secret ingredient, my personal hair oil that I make. I do make this hair oil naturally, and I use 1 bottle every time I make a batch of my shampoo. I use 1 whole bottle. And I'm using a strainer because I don't want the herbs that I put into the oil to get into the shampoo. So I use my little strainer. Make sure I get all the oil out. And we'll be mixing in a minute because I put all my ingredients in. And I'll be mixing it and making it thick in just a minute. And this is my fragrance that I put in there. Y'all see that lavender, baby? I always got to put a little bit of lavender in there. That's actually a natural essential oil. That's not a fragrance. This is the fragrance right here. Oh, yep, that's the fragrance. And you would have to smell it. I'm not going to tell y'all what the fragrance is. I told y'all 1 essential oil, which is lavender. And it's just me mixing it, making it thick. Because it originally is very thin. But once I start mixing oils and stuff, whatever chemical reaction it has, it gets thick. It even changes colors. See how it turns to a lighter color and it's a thicker consistency. Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to add some more preservatives because I don't feel like I added enough. So I'm going to add a little bit more just to make sure. Because at the end of the day, we do not want any mold growing in our bottles. So we make sure we got a preservative. And this is just going to be me filling up my bottles, showing you guys how I fill up my bottles. And this is me labeling them after I fill them up. And this is probably the most tedious part that I do when it comes to making products is labeling. I do everything by hand when it comes to my products. And my voice sounds deep because it's late and stuff like that. But yeah, this is me just labeling my products and making sure everything is everything. It's fun. I enjoy doing this. It's peaceful. And this is the final look of my products. And this is the beginning of me making my shea butter. This is a 5 pound brick of natural shea butter from Africa. I have a vendor that is directly in Africa. No, I'm not going to give you guys my vendor because I want them to have products. Even though I do got about 10 more pounds in my closet, I want them to have products when I need to order it. So I'm just gonna start trying to break this shea butter apart. I don't know why I was trying to break it apart with my hand. I have no clue. But excuse me. I end up starting to break it down with a knife. And this shea butter is so buttery and soft. I have the buttery, softest shea butter I have ever had in life. And it's such a great healer. Like the natural shea butter like this, the healing properties of it is awesome. My son could have like the smallest anything on his skin, and I put this on his skin, and the next day his skin is perfection. Every time. I put this on babies. Like my friends who have had babies recently, they always ask me for these products. This product, this raw shea butter right here, I give it to them to heal their baby's skin. Newborn babies, I'm talking about little babies, 5-month-old babies. See how buttery that was and how easily that shea butter melt down? Yeah. When I found this vendor 2 years ago, I was ecstatic because I had never had real shea butter. I had been buying shea butter from the Africans here in the United States, and they do something different to the shea butter. You know why? Because they mix lard and fat and stuff with it, with the original shea butter to stretch it so they can sell it more. But this is like shea butter from the homeland, from the motherland, and it just feels different. It's a lot butterier, and it feels different. It even looks different. It's not even the same color or anything or consistency. It don't feel the same on your skin. Because that other stuff, it just sit on your skin. And this right here, it penetrates the skin and actually moisturizes. That's why I love my vendor. I never stop shopping with them. And I wait months sometimes for my shipment to come in. That's why I order so much at one time. I ordered 20 pounds at once, 20 to 25 pounds. And they come in 5 pound bricks because they are trusted and they just do good business. And I love people who do good business. And I'm just going to take this bag and dump everything into the bowl. And then we're going to put the bowl on the double boiler and start the melting process. Yeah. Now the little bit that I got left on my hands and in the bag, I'm going to go ahead and rub that baby in on my skin and show y'all how buttery it is. Look how buttery it is. And that's with no other products. That's just the shea butter. And it's not sitting on my skin. It's penetrating my skin. Like it's actually going into my skin. I love it. And it's not super shiny. I'm going to go ahead and take this over to the stove. So, and I do the double boiler method. I have my boiling water down here, and I'm letting the steam melt my shea butter. So we don't lose none of the good properties and nutrients. One thing I will show you guys, I'm going to show you guys the emulsifying wax I use. This is the emulsifying wax I use. It is natural, no GMO, and it is cosmetic grade, no fragrance or added dyes. This is the best emulsifying wax, and it's made in the United States. This is bomb. My emulsifying wax pellets in here so that it can help hold the shea butter together so it doesn't solidify so quickly. And I put it in here because they're like melting pieces that you have to melt down. And we got our oils that we're gonna add in. No, I'm not telling you guys what the oils are. This is my own personal recipe. So this is the shea butter at its halfway melting point. And yeah, we're just waiting for it to finish melting down completely. And then we're going to add in our oils. And I'm going to color it this time. So after I whip it up, we're going to color it. Okay, so we got all the shea butter melted down. And I'm going to add my oils into the shea butter. And of course, I'm going to add my fragrance as well. This is one of my other oils. And I made a mistake and recorded this video in slow motion. So this is why you see everything kind of moving slow. I tried to speed it up a little bit, but it's still going in slow motion. And this is just me finishing adding my oils. And I'm going to go ahead and add my... What am I going to add next? My fragrance. Me steady rubbing stuff in on my arm. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mix that real good. Get those last little few clumps that's in there out. So that we can mix everything together. Yeah, and we just mixing. Incorporating everything, making sure all my oils mix with the shea butter. Yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance oil pretty soon. And I am going to show you guys my fragrance oil and who I get it from. I do give y'all a few gems because I know a lot of y'all are freshly starting out making shea butters and stuff like that, body butters. And so this is my fragrance oil. This is the flavor I'm using, coconut and vanilla from Fat Oil. They have great natural oils, and I love it. They smell awesome. And I always smell it. Do a smell check. Put it in there. I really could have used that whole bottle, but I did not. I used like a quarter and a half of it. And I actually went back and put more. And I like when my body butters throw real heavy when it's liquid. If it's not throwing heavy, I will add more fragrance. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more fragrance because it was not throwing heavy because of the amount of shea butter and oils that I had. I had to add a little bit more fragrance oil so that it can throw heavy and people will be able to smell it before they get to it. So I'm just going to sniff it again so I can, yeah. Y'all see that smile? That means perfection, baby. I'm working on perfection. Smell it again. Yes, it smells so good. Just got it out of the freezer. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker. It has a little bit of clumps in it. Let's get it white and whipped up, baby. And I do hand mix, baby. Look at her, flick at her wrist. Look at her, flick at her, whip it a little bit. Y'all see it done got thicker already. It already done got thicker. We at stage 2 of the thickness. It's how this level cake batter. Y'all see how thick that is, like cake batter. Oh, baby, we only gonna get. So I got it to the consistency and the color I want. It is purple. It's a lavender color, y'all. I have been wanting to turn my shea butter lavender for the longest. And this is it. Light and fluffy. Just like it need to be. Not falling off the spoon, just fluffy. And whipped. This is hand whipped shea butter. It's different from that other stuff y'all be getting. This hand whipped, baby. Yeah.